bad.
This is live right across the street from my house. Freaking power line just went down. See them right there, that's the power line that started.
We are hunkered down. Oh, and now it's getting dark.
Doing reporting through social media is idiotic. Don't use social media. Do not rely on people who fancy themselves as influencers. The word influencer, right off the bat, suggests that they want to influence you.
Get off your phone. Get off your tablet.
This is crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, look at this. I don't know if you can see. Look. Oh, you're just laying here like a baby. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think it's getting worse. Oh my god. Oh my god, I think we need to load up the car maybe. Oh my god, it is so close. Oh my god. Oh my god, Bunny. Oh, I know, you're so hot, huh? It's back there. Oh my god. This is a nightmare. We have the kitties and Sunny. I have you. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't believe this is happening to us. Oh, that's the tree, the monkey bar tree. Next to our house. Huh? What if it jumps the freeway right here? Wow, that's...
Fuck.
Oh, honey.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Hey, aloha guys, Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live from Lahaina Luna neighborhood, Maui, Hawaii. Citizens impromptu reporter, wasn't planning on doing this, but this is what we're doing, and I'm thankful to have a Starlink from David Crawford, and we're here reporting on what I believe is potentially a smoking gun of sorts. We just don't know what it is, but I'm going to show you the scenario of this car and what's surrounding it and how temperatures could reach this level, creating this amount of melting of aluminum. I'm here with Donovan. Aloha, Donovan. Because he was the one that brought it to my attention that we have these very strange occurrences. We just shot down on the highway. I don't know if it was actually live, but we have it all recorded, so we're going to post it. We're at another one of these locations. So this is well above the burn zone, essentially, in a neighborhood known as Lahaina Luna. I'm going to show you around real quick so you can see the scenario and then judge for yourself. And again, if you enjoy content like this, I encourage you to please like the channel, subscribe, and share the video so you can get the truth of what's going on here at Maui. So where I'm at right now, just to orientate you, you can see the lights for the football stadium right there at Lahaina Luna. So we're right below Lahaina Luna High School in the neighborhood that did not, I repeat, did not burn. You can see all these houses are standing around here, unburned. There's no burn here, okay? So to me, this is like something out of a space movie, because you have this small field with some grass that burned, right? You can see where the grass burned. But then you have these two vehicles sitting in here that have melted aluminum. So Donovan, if you want to just take us through this car real quick and show us, I know you know a few things about cars, you can point out some things that that require a very high temperature. By the way, we just talked to the neighbor who was talking to an investigator in Lahaina Town yesterday, and he said the investigator told him the temperatures reached in excess of 3,000 degrees. So tell us what you got, Donovan.
Well, we have about 1,300.
1,300, okay, thank you.
1,300, well, 1220, but if you round it up, because it was not only melted, it was liquefied to the point where it
ran
became
down the side of the hill.
a river of aluminum going down the dirt hill.
So this is the aluminum rim, obviously. There's the tire, what's left of it, the steel threads or steel belts.
And maybe combination gas tank if the gas tank's aluminum.
Okay. The glass is just melted.
Yeah, it was
dripping.
This is almost what you would see if you put a car in an incinerator.
So this is common now. Here you have, it looks like a grove of eucalyptus trees. I'm not positive on the species. The whole left, they didn't burn. Meanwhile, the house is just gone. The cars, they all look like this. They'll be dented up. The windows will be melted out. Now the auto glass melts approximately at 2,500 degrees.
Whoa.
Forest fires don't get that hot. A full-fledged forest fire goes up to 1,400.
Yeah, I was just going to say 1,400.
But this is not surrounded by a bunch of structure fires or anything.
Yeah, there's no fuel.
So besides the gas that was in the tank, what's your theory on what could create temperatures of this level in the middle of a field?
Anomaly, I think is the word.
So this is the second anomaly that
yeah,
you're
it's
seeing.
just, that's why I stopped. I looked at it, I'm like, okay, house. Nothing's burned. And then you have melted steel and glass.
So I don't know if you guys have figured this out yet, but the media has not been given access to Lahaina Town. Everything is locked up. Matter of fact, this gentleman next door, he was on Front Street yesterday and he was supposed to get access, and then the mayor shut it down because people were taking pictures. So they don't want pictures taken of anything in Lahaina Town because they don't want you to see this, would be my guess. Because the more that you take a look at this, and especially in this scenario, if there was a car like this in the middle of Lahaina, you might think to yourself, well, okay, it was in the middle of this major burn.
All right. Aloha, everyone. Michelle with Blossom Inner Wellness and StandTogetherHawaii.com. And I am so excited about interviewing Robert today. He has been, most of his life, he's been a botanist. For 48 years, he's been studying plants and trees.
No exception. Now I wanted to put some boats in there because I heard all the boats, even anchored out in the harbor, they burned up. One of them had a glass bottom boat. What's the fire doing 80 or 100 feet out in the water burning up? Don't tell me the flying embers in America here on the mainland. The 6 media giants always say, well, the flying embers, they get under the eaves. Every station I've noticed, the flying embers get under the eaves. Really? So an ember is like from a volcano. It's heavy. These aren't little brown bags that are on fire that are floating through the air all the way out there and burn that thing up completely. I'd say it's impossible, but there's the picture. And another boat in the background. This doesn't happen. And this also happened at the car fire in Redding, California, a lake called Whiskey Town. All the boats in the harbor burned up.
Oh my gosh, I know Whiskey Town.
The docks were burned up.
Oh my goodness.
There's the other boat, the Roxy. What can do that? What flies out there and does that kind of damage? Even if a little flame did get out there, it's just not going to do that.
It's not going to melt metal like that.
Here's your windows and rims again, and there's trees in the background. It's the same thing wherever I go. There's a nice clear picture. This looks like the place burned up for hours and hours. And there's some things I want folks to look for. I believe they have some type of trash service. So you've got plastic bins that roll around and you put them in the street and the garbage truck gets them. I've noticed those are all left alone in place, or they're taken away shortly before the fires or right after, before they let the public back. They get rid of evidence. They say it's for your safety. There's got to be truckloads of these plastic containers going out. I've never seen a melted puddle of the plastic, and we've all burned plastic as a kid.
Yeah.
You have a plastic pool on the ground. I've not seen that in 107 trips. When I do see a garbage can, it's unaffected or partially melted. If there's if it's standing next to something metal, it could be one nail. That nail gets so hot it'll put a big dent or melted spot in the plastic garbage can. So there's got to be empty trucks that come in there and they're coming out filled with evidence to me, plastics, paper, synthetics, all kinds of stuff, rubber from garden hoses, all that they're clearing out. Now it has to go to the local dump somewhere. So if people stayed on hilltops, watched them go by, took pictures, follow them to the dumps, see what they're dumping. They're eliminating the evidence. And they're doing this everywhere. When I get there, I find it all. They can't hide anything from my eyes.
That's awesome.
This is a nasty picture. It's just unbelievable. And there's a tree to your right. I can't tell.
A big one.
Yeah, now the twigs would burn right behind the leaves. They didn't. Hanging over 2 houses. Oh my God. Here's your trees in the background. No, it's the same old thing. Everywhere.
So
I
what's
go,
happening
there's
is
the
the
one I want.
insurance is refusing to pay because it's a natural fire. But one of my goals with this video is to tell people, to tell Lahaina, get a prosecutor, find an investigator. If we can prove that this is not natural, then maybe the insurance companies will turn it over and they'll have to pay, and we can change this. And also the fact that this is an occupied territory and not a state, and that's a whole nother story with that. But I'm just curious. I know that a lot of people don't even believe in direct energy weapons because they don't understand how long this has been going on for, and that we are truly out of war, and they're murdering our children, our keiki, our ohana. And it's like, when do we fight back? I know it's a lot, and especially for Lahaina people, they've lost everything.
And again, if you're just tuning into this live, the edge of the fire went to that little grass. This was all just grass, no trees. You can see a couple of trees right there. It just went to the edge of the sidewalk. I mean, not even to the sidewalk. It just went inside of this fence, and then it stopped right before it got to this guy's thing, this guy's house.
Hawaii Governor Josh Green would later say that wind gusts clocking in as high as 81 miles per hour contributed to the rapid spread of the fire. He added that the fire traveled 1 mile a minute and temperatures rose to 1,000 degrees. The extent of the devastation is still being gathered and processed. As of August 18th, more than 100 people have perished in the Lahaina wildfire.
Here's a trailer park or a mobile home park in our Delta in California. The mobile homes are gone. There's 21 of them missing. Here's the only wood on the property. That's the door frame. Walk up the steps, open the door, and walk in right there where the door frame is. Why did the wood not burn, especially on the door side where the coach is? This is dry wood. This is kindling, not a black mark. Shows you we're dealing with a weapon it's the wrong flame. It's not butane, it's not propane, it's not acetylene, it's not a wood combustion fire we know of. This is something else. And the closest thing I come up with is microwave area. I don't know exactly, but I've had a fire in my microwave. Some tin foil was in there in my honey jar, and that scared the heck out of me.
Making it the 5th deadliest in modern U.S. history.
This fire began on the 8th, and what the result was this, the destruction of Lahaina. And when I say destruction, having been at ground zero twice, there is very little left there. Over 2,700 structures were destroyed, and an estimated value of $5.6 billion has gone away. But mostly there are people are suffering, and we continue to work to find them. As a physician, it is a harrowing sight. When those providers do come across scenes in houses or businesses, is very difficult, because they know ultimately they will be sharing with our people that there have been more fatalities. I do expect the numbers to rise. As of now, the best information we have is that in those hours when the fire sparked, there were several fires across Maui. One fire was deemed to be out. It must not have been completely extinguished, because when the winds rose up, fire spread rapidly between 60 miles per hour and 81 miles per hour, and that meant that fire traveled 1 mile every minute. With those kind of winds and 1,000-degree temperatures, ultimately all the pictures that you will see will be easy to understand, because that level of destruction in a fire hurricane, something new to us in this age of global warming, was the ultimate reason that so many people perished.
And good evening from here in Maui, where we have just learned that this is now the deadliest wildfire in modern U.S. history. And just behind us, this is the remnants of a house burned in another blaze, as the entire island is battling ideal conditions right now for wildfires. What we know about this tragedy is already unbearable. Nearly 100 dead, more than 2,000 homes and buildings destroyed. But we are still so far from understanding the full toll, and we'll explain why tonight. This is the overhead view of the sweeping devastation in Lahaina. We now know that only 3% of those homes have been checked for bodies. Just next to where we're broadcasting tonight, we have 2 cars incinerated by the wildfires. That right there was a Tesla. You can see what's left of the front row seats. In the distance, that was a lush green hill, now scorched to its core. It shows the power of these wildfires. The governor has been warning that the death toll will go up, and there are still so many residents who escaped the flames but are now searching for their loved ones, and tonight angry at officials and a warning system they say failed them.
MG, wrong turn! Wrong turn!
Oh. Tonight, this is what it looked and felt like escaping the Lahaina wildfire.
Oh no, guys! No, we have to leave!
This new video showing the sheer panic as a family stuck in a line of cars had minutes to escape before the flames engulfed the road out.
This is a disaster.
That drive through hell is how Rafa Ochoa and his family made it out alive.
I knew it was bad.
And it was moving fast?
And it was moving fast, really fast. It got to our homes within seconds.
With the fast-moving fire closing in on his home, Ochoa heroically grabbed both his kids and his friends' children. Their parents were at work and scrambled everyone out.
Did you hear any alarms? Did you get any kind of warning?
No alarms, no warning, nothing. Where were you guys to try and get us out, evacuate us? No, we're mad. We're mad. No, we didn't just lose our homes. We lost our town, we lost history, you know? Our kids are traumatized. You guys messed up real bad.
Hawaii emergency officials have said sirens on the island weren't activated during the fire, though other alerts by phone and broadcast were.
Having seen that storm, we have doubts that much could have been done with a fiery, fast-moving fire like that.
The scale of the devastating loss now unprecedented in modern times. The deadliest wildfire in the U.S. in more than 100 years, claiming at least 93 lives.
Just so you know, 3%. That's what's been searched with the dogs, 3%. When we pick up the remains and they fall apart, and so when you have 200 people running through the scene yesterday, I don't know how much more you want me to describe it. That's what you're stepping on.
As FEMA and the governor survey the damage, search teams with cadaver dogs that just arrived to Maui yesterday now scouring the ruins of historic Lahaina again today.
Are you saying we're just at the beginning of this disaster?
So for the first few days, we had done searches in the streets and the cars that were in the area, but we couldn't enter any structures. My police officers, they're trained to go chase bad guys, respond to robberies, take reports. But they're not trained to go enter smoldering structures to go look for human remains.
Questions are also mounting tonight over the cause of the blaze, which is still under investigation, with FBI evidence recovery teams now on scene. And a new class action lawsuit alleges the destruction could have been avoided if the utility company had de-energized its power lines.
Freaking power line just went down. See them right there, that's the power line.
Ahead of the high wind weather. In a statement, Hawaiian Electric saying the utility doesn't comment on pending litigation, adding in part that high wind protocols were followed and that at this early stage, no cause for the fire has been determined.
It's 10:47 p.m. on Monday, August 7th, in a region locally known in Maui as Upcountry. A security camera at the Maui Bird Conservation Center captures this.
It's windy, and then there's a... And I think that's when a tree's falling on a power line. The power goes out, our generator kicks in, the camera comes back online and then the forest is on fire.
This is the first wildfire reported to the public by Maui officials. It would later be known as the Upcountry Maui wildfire.
We've got 10 sensors in that community that show a very sharp drop in electrical voltage at precisely that same time.
This is Bob Marshall. He runs a company called Whisker Labs.
Margaret.
Well, whatever happened to Maui? This is a redacted special report. It was one of the worst disasters in modern U.S. history, and then it just disappeared from the headlines. So let's dig into this. Let's start with the basics. How is the rebuilding going? This is where my research started on this. Well, the short answer is it's not. Almost nothing is being rebuilt. As of a few weeks ago, just a few weeks ago at the end of April, only 8 homes have actually been rebuilt. Meanwhile, 341 permits have been issued for reconstruction, but that's out of the over 2,200 destroyed structures. The property numbers, astonishing. 300 property owners have been issued permits allowing them to rebuild their houses on the front side of the further from the ocean. Not a single permit, though, has been granted to anyone with a coastal home that was in the fire zone. But this is where it gets interesting. According to the Maui County officials and the mayor's office, they've offered permit exemptions to help homeowners rebuild quickly, but only if those homes aren't too close to the shoreline. That's right, rebuilding inland. Mostly allowed. Rebuilding on oceanfront land, sorry, blocked. Not going to happen. Not gonna work here anymore. So now let's talk about who owns Maui now. In the months after the fire, rumors started swirling that BlackRock and other deep-pocketed developers were swooping in to buy the land from desperate families. Of course, we know that BlackRock uses all sorts of subsidiaries, so good luck tracking it back to BlackRock. But the truth is a bit murkier than all of that, but it's still pretty troubling. According to a 2024 report from the Civil Beat, land sales around Lahaina jumped significantly in just the first 4 months of 2024. Some of these were sales to local buyers, yes. One developer, though, alone paid $20 million for a 20-acre parcel near Lahaina. And once you start seeing multi-million-dollar oceanfront deals going through while residents still can't even get permits to rebuild their homes, then you have to start wondering what's going on here. And here's the smoking gun, guys. Again, over 300 property owners on the Mawaka side of Front Street. That's the side further inland from the ocean. In other words, the less desirable land from a development perspective. They've been granted permits to rebuild their homes, 300 of them. But guess how many permits have been granted for the oceanfront properties? 0. Been at the beach. But take a look at your screen here. See these green areas here? This is the area now, this is the prime coastal real estate, 0 rebuilding in these zones that have all been destroyed. And what's the excuse? Well, they say, environmental concerns.